So one of the main reasons that people move out here to Orange County, California is because of the beach, right?
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Not only do you have the beautiful beach coastline, but then you have the absolutely phenomenal weather that is brought with our particular beach. We have the best weather in the world. But beach living does come with a price, right? So what we're going to talk about in this video is how do you get beach living, but for a reduced price. We're going to talk about some little tips and tricks that Sean knows specifically for areas that will give you beach living without the beach prices.
So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? I'm Dezahd.
And I'm Dezahd, and we're with Keller Realty right here in Orange County, California. And if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Orange County, don't forget to press on the subscribe button and don't forget to press on the bell so that you're notified every time that we upload a new video, because we upload new videos every week, often on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And, while they're often in the studio, they're also, often out and about. So it's
boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. So you get to know a lot about Orange County on this channel.
Yeah, and if you're watching this video, you might be thinking, wow, I love Orange County. I love the glitz. I love the glamour. I love the weather. I want to move out there now. But the thing is that I'm not in the area and I don't know anything about Orange County. And I totally get that. That's why you want to reach out to us, because that way we can have that conversation about what's important for you. And that way I can find that perfect home that will fit your needs. So what you want to do is you want to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
Or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back. So first, let's talk about two very popular beach cities here in Orange County, and that's Newport Beach and Huntington Beach. And what's interesting about these cities is that they are rather wide, right? So you could be living, let's say, in Huntington Beach, and you could be, 5 miles from the beach.
Yeah.
But you're paying for that Huntington Beach address,
yeah,
right?
It feels like a total different city when you consider, again, how far away it is from the actual coastline.
Yeah, so a lot of people that live in Huntington Beach, yes, they are in Huntington Beach, but it still takes them 30 minutes to get to the beach because it can get pretty crowded sometimes.
They should just call it Huntington Heights back there.
So we're going to talk about two areas that Sean in particular is going to talk about, that while they are not technically beach cities, you get a lot of what you would get living near the coast in these cities. Okay, so let's talk about the first one.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Laguna Niguel. So
yes.
It's not every part of Laguna Niguel, right? Because there are certain parts of Laguna Niguel that aren't really that close to the beach, and it definitely, you don't feel like you're living at the beach.
Yes.
But then there are other parts. So explain what you mean by this. How are you getting beach living in Laguna Niguel, but not for the beach price?
Yeah, so it's all about geography, right? So basically what's interesting about Laguna Niguel, particularly the southern/western half of Laguna Niguel, where you're like, the coastal half, I guess you want to put it. The way it's situated is that it's situated so close to actually Dana Point,
which is a beach city.
But it's particularly rather narrow right there between the beach and the end of Dana Point at at certain spots, right? And so Laguna Niguel, even though it's not not a beach city, these southern parts are so close, like they're like within a half mile to a mile of the beach. But you're, which is like closer than a lot of parts, like you said, like Huntington Beach or whatever. But you're actually technically in Laguna Niguel. And so you get all those benefits. Like, so one's a very short trek to get to the beach. Second, it's actually, the weather is fantastic. In fact, many homes here, they actually don't even have, like a lot of them don't even have air conditioning because it just, again, I guess, it wouldn't be bad to have air conditioning. I'm sure they're plumbed for it, but it's just like, it's not an absolute necessity. I grew up in a house in Newport where we didn't have air conditioning because it got hot maybe for a couple of weeks out of the year, but it wasn't worth, it wasn't necessarily worth having an AC system. And so some of these houses in Laguna Niguel, similar. So that's kind of telling you how close you are to the actual coast itself. And so what you get with that is that, I would say these coastal, like the southern western edge of Laguna Niguel. Now, some houses, I'm not gonna lie, are expensive. They're not, so they can be, especially they have some beautiful views and all that stuff. So they can be on the pricier side. But actually,
there's even one right now that's listed for $50 million.
Yeah.
Right?
So Laguna Niguel is by no means a cheap city. It's just that for what you're getting out of some of these properties that are pretty close to the coast, you're getting pretty good size, maybe pretty good lot size, maybe in a gated community. and again, you're still close to the beach. And again, for that same exact comp in like Dana Point, for instance, it would cost a significant amount more. So it's just one of those things where it's just one of those little hidden gems where you're kind of getting that beach living without necessarily paying the beach prices, or you're getting a superior property than, let's say, like a beach shack that you'd be getting on the beach.
Yeah, so just to be clear, it's not like all of Laguna Niguel is like this crazy, super not expensive city. It's an expensive city. You have to know where you're looking, and that's why, you have to reach out to us, because Sean definitely knows the little pockets that like, oh, the value here is incredible because you can smell the ocean air.
Yes.
But you're not paying those ocean prices.
Yeah, not necessarily in some of these areas, for sure.
Yeah, because like he said, the exact same house in Dana Point, which is like, half a mile away.
Not even.
Well, it would be a significant amount more.
Exactly.
And then the second area that we're going to talk about that is similar in pockets, right? I mean, every city, no city in Orange County is like totally uniform, except maybe Irvine.
Ask people from Irvine that one, though.
And even Irvine is not totally uniform. It definitely has distinct neighborhoods.
A bit of hyperbole.
Yeah, we're just making a joke. But it depends on which pocket of this city you're dealing with. But San Juan Capistrano is another one.
Yes.
Where you can find these pockets where you're getting like this beach lifestyle, but not for the beach price.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not all San Juan Capistrano, because it also can go a bit, relatively speaking, a bit inland itself. But there's some parts that get pretty close to the coast. In fact, honestly, for the longest time growing up, I thought San Juan Capistrano was technically a beach city. Mm-hmm. But I was actually proven...
You thought that like a year ago.
Yeah, growing up. I've never like grown up, right? So I was like, oh my God, it's actually not, because this is Camino Capistrano. For some reason, I just thought it was San Juan, and it's not.
Isn't it San Clemente?
Yeah, I think it's Dana Point, actually.
Oh. Yeah,
well, actually, now I'm like getting confused. Now,
when you get down there, they kind of blend together.
The San Clemente Dana Point parts, like there's certain parts of it where it kind of melts together and gets really, and then
it's like winding, and then you're like, where am I?
So the southern edge of San Juan Capistrano is, again, not far at all away from the coastline. And again, you're not, and with these kind of homes, you're kind of, some of these are like pretty huge parcels of, pretty good sized parcels of land. Again, you would never get typically in a beach city. Mm-hmm. And you're getting, again, it's not cheap, but it's like, again, way better value in a lot of ways than these beach cities for a comparable property.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like, if you had that same size house, the same age of house, the same lot size in Dana Point, it would be significantly more. But in reality, you're really not that far away from the beach anyways. You can still sometimes even see the beach, right? You can definitely smell the salt air.
Yeah, for sure.
So you have that beach feeling, but not for the beach price.
Yes.
So again, it's not like, San Juan Capistrano is the same everywhere. I mean, some parts of San Juan Capistrano are actually like pretty cheap, and then other parts are incredibly expensive. They have like these big estates, these horse farms, that kind of stuff. And then you have parts of it, like Sean said, where you get the beach living, but not for the beach price. So that's why you definitely have to reach out to us so we can help you navigate what part of this city do you want to live in.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's it. That's our video.
And if you're thinking, Sean, I love it. I'm ready to move to Orange County. What's my next step? I'm not there. I don't know what to do. So what you want to do is you want to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, so that way we can have that conversation about what's important for you. And I can be your eyes and ears on the ground right here to help you find that perfect property.